People always say real best friends never fight, but that is a total lie. If you don't fight like sisters at least once a week, are you even actually close? Me and my best friend Sarah have been inseparable since middle school. We've survived bad haircuts, terrible exes, and straight-up delusional phases together. But nothing almost ruined us faster than a single slice of pepperoni pizza. It was 2 in the morning on a Friday, and we were starving. There was literally zero food left in the apartment except for one leftover slice. I paid for the box, so naturally, I claimed rights to that final slice. Out of nowhere, Sarah comes out of her room like a predator locking onto its target. She literally said, "I ate less crust, so mathematically, half of that slice is mine." I was so tired and hungry that her fake math almost made me burst into tears right there. Within 30 seconds, we went from best friends to full-blown war zone in the kitchen. That's the thing about sisters. You can go to war over $2 worth of food. Because when you know someone that well, small things aren't just small things anymore. Small things turn into historical grievances from 3 years ago. Suddenly, it wasn't about the pizza. It was about the top she borrowed in 2023 and never returned. She hit me with, "Well, you used my Netflix account for 6 months after we said we'd split it." I stood there stunned, wondering how a pepperoni slice opened up a legal audit of our friendship. So I pulled up my banking app right there at 2 in the morning to check the receipts. I was ready to show proof that I was the ultimate provider in this domestic partnership. We both stared at that cold, greasy slice like it was the crown jewels of England. So I did what any reasonable person would do. I pulled out a pair of kitchen scissors. I cut that single slice down the middle with microscopic precision, like a total psychopath. We sat on the kitchen floor in dead silence, eating our microscopic pizza fractions. It was cold. It was stale. And neither of us even wanted it anymore. For 10 whole minutes, nobody said a word. It was just pure, awkward silence. Then Sarah looked at my unevenly cut piece and whispered, "Yours has more cheese." And just like that, we both started snort laughing until our stomachs hurt. That's the beauty of fighting like sisters. There's zero lingering awkwardness or fake politeness. With regular friends, a disagreement like that creates a weird distance for like 3 weeks. You end up sending formal texts like, "Hey, hope you're doing okay," like a corporate email. That fake tiptoeing around each other energy is literally my absolute worst nightmare. With your real sister or best friend, you can say, "I hate you" at 2:05 a.m. And by 2:10 a.m., you're sending each other brain-rot TikToks from across the hallway. There's no pride involved because the foundation is way too solid to break. Take our famous highway road trip incident from last summer, for example. We got stuck in gridlock traffic for 3 hours with zero air conditioning in 90-degree heat. Sarah was driving and refused to use GPS because she swore she knew the secret shortcut. Spoiler alert, her secret shortcut ended at a literal cornfield in the middle of nowhere. I spent 20 minutes calling her a fraud navigation system while she threatened to leave me on the curb. Then my favorite song came on the radio and we both instinctively started screaming the lyrics. We went from complete road rage to a full-on concert in less than 2 seconds flat. It's like an emotional light switch that turns on and off without leaving any permanent damage. Or take clothes sharing, which is basically an active war zone in every sisterly friendship. I found my favorite jacket in her laundry hamper last month with a suspicious stain right on the front. She looked me dead in the eye and tried to claim it was always there when she borrowed it. I had an Instagram post from 2 weeks prior showing the jacket in pristine, stain-free condition. Caught in 4K, zero defense, completely cornered by digital evidence. She paid for the dry cleaning. I took her favorite hoodie as collateral, and balance was restored to the universe. That collateral system is the only thing keeping the peace in our entire living situation. Because if we didn't have leverage, the dish situation alone would have ended us months ago. She has this magical talent where she leaves one mug in the sink and somehow it multiplies into 10. I'll go to sleep with a spotless counter and wake up to a civil engineering project made of bowls. I confronted her last Tuesday like, "Why is there a pot soaking for 3 consecutive calendar days?" She hit me with, "It needs to soak so the enamel doesn't chip. You literally don't understand science." I couldn't even argue because the confidence in her fake explanation was honestly impressive. That's the exact boundary line where a fake friend turns into a real sisterly bond. Fake friends will sit there, smile to your face, and silently judge you while collecting resentment. They'll text their other friends about how annoying you are instead of just telling you straight up. That passive-aggressive, fake polite stuff is so exhausting. And honestly, life is way too short. A real sister friend will call you out in 5 seconds flat, yell at you, and then ask what you want for lunch. We can have a full-blown verbal wrestling match, call a timeout, and instantly go back to laughing. It's an unwritten rule. Once the argument is settled, the file is completely deleted from the database. Unless, of course, someone brings up the legendary Sephora incident of 2024. That's the ultimate vault item that breaks the database rule every single time. She lost my brand new $30 lip gloss at a festival and claimed an alien must have swiped it. $30 for a shiny, sticky tube of air, completely vanished into thin air. We argued in the parking lot for so long that security came over to check if we needed an intervention. The guard literally looked at us and said, "Y'all are sisters, right? You sound just like my daughters." We both stopped screaming, looked at each other, and realized he caught us completely red-handed. That security guard hit the nail right on the head. We're not just friends, we're built like family. Because when someone outside our circle tries to come for either of us, the script flips immediately. We can yell at each other all day, but if anyone else crosses her, I will literally fight for her life. I remember when some random guy from her class tried to play mind games with her last semester. I spent 3 hours helping her craft a response so brutal it should have been classified as a federal crime. He didn't even reply, he just blocked her and completely went offline for 2 weeks. That's sisterhood loyalty right there. I might steal your pizza, but I'll destroy your enemies. It's that unspoken contract where you get total brutal honesty combined with unconditional loyalty. A real friend won't let you leave the house looking crazy while telling you that you look cute. She will look at your outfit and say, "Take that off right now, you look like a Victorian orphan." It hurts your feelings for about 3 seconds until you look in the mirror and realize she was totally right. Then she throws her own best jacket at you and says, "Wear this instead, we have 10 minutes. That's the efficiency of a relationship where you don't have to filter a single thought. No corporate diplomacy, no dancing around feelings, just pure, unfiltered realness 24/7. So if you have a friend you fight with over complete nonsense, don't overthink it. If you can scream about a lost sock and then ask what they want from DoorDash 2 minutes later, hold on to that person forever because that's not just a friendship, that's a life sentence in the best way possible. By the way, Sarah ended up buying us a whole new pizza the next night to make up for the incident. And then she ate 3 slices before I even got back from the bathroom. Some things in this world truly never change. Drop a comment below with the absolute dumbest thing you and your best friend have ever fought over.